I'm Ed Hyland with AIN TV, and I'm with Bill Rowell of Honeywell. And Bill, we're in this mock-up of a cabin. We've listened to some tunes earlier, but we want to talk about what's unique about this Ovation series. It's the E series. Why? What's it all about?
You know, actually, the E series is our first generation digital technology CMS system. This is actually called Ovation Select, and we're announcing it here at the show today, and it's going to be in production probably about a little over a year from now. We'll certify on our aircraft in the late part of next year and in production January of 2010. But really what makes it unique, there's a flexibility to the system, there's a scalability to the system, and there's an overall ease of use and open architecture, and that's really what we were looking for. So maybe jump into some of the technology behind it.
You've got some Cat 5 cable here. Now that's really the backbone of this thing.
That's exactly right. Because it's an Ethernet-based backbone system that goes through our cabin interface unit. We basically have one connector on the end of each cable that goes into the CIU. The other end of each cable goes to this common connector, no matter whether it's a PCU, passenger control unit, whether it's a digital monitor, whether it's an iPod player, whether it's a 24-inch high definition monitor. It's all the same thing. And the beauty of that is, for installation and maintenance, is the fact that we get power over Ethernet, we get command and control, and we get audio-video distribution all through one cable.
Now we're looking over here to some of the monitors and such. The first thing, of course, that jumps out is the fact that not too many aircraft have, this isn't normal avionics here, this Sony.
No, it's certainly not. We've gone out to Best Buy and put together a Sony 52-inch high-def monitor.
Why? What's the point
of that? And a PlayStation 3. And we've done it for two purposes. The first is that we want to be able to demonstrate the open architecture of this Ovation Select, and that we're able to interface with the existing consumer electronics, which shows we'll be able to interface whatever that next best thing is out there in the industry.
So plug and play. Whatever's coming along, you say you can put into this.
That's it. We've got a developer's kit that we integrate with a third-party supplier that allows them to interface seamlessly to Ovation Select.
Now he's up at the control panel there now. What is he seeing?
What he's got up there is we've got the capability through the media server on board Ovation Select is to have a handshake and a heartbeat monitor of all the systems, all the components that are attached to the system or connected to the system. So we put that up there to demonstrate that we have the capability to do health monitoring, and we've shown a mock-up up there that shows that we've got a problem with one of our speakers. So we know what to do, maybe call it in ahead of time before we land and have something waiting so we don't have any delay on our next flight.
Now that is kind of a standard DVD sort of thing, but which is awesome because you've got some really good sound that goes with it. But the 3D demo that you've got up here of the flight, give us an idea of what's different about that.
Sure. What we've got in our monitors, they're provided by our partners, Rosen Aviation, who are doing the high-def monitors that integrate seamlessly to Ovation Select. But we're showing up here our Jetmap 3D animation, which shows you high-resolution graphics. We used a Concorde to show that we could model any aircraft. That could be all the way down to tail number, aircraft type, livery, whatever you have. And then we show the capability of some high-definition mapping, satellite picture mapping, and then ground-based mapping. And we show the restricted airspace that you could have, and the several different aspects that you'd be able to see on a 3D type of Jetmap or moving map product.
Now, do you need a PC to run all this stuff?
Actually, the beauty of the system as well is the fact that it can be controlled either via that touch screen, or we've got a similar software that we provide. Let me get back to our main page. That goes up one more. That all has a very similar look and feel. This is a Pronto remote that actually has some hard buttons, but also has software that looks very similar to what we have on the MHT or our touch screen. And then over here on our PCU, passenger control unit, we have a similar look and feel as well. So you can control everything from the aircraft from any one of the three devices, and they're all very similar. You'll see from the PCU is our ability to scroll, much like an iPod or an iTouch, and you can see that you would scroll till you find the device you'd want to select, and then you select it, and then you'd put the source that you like displayed.
Well, Bill Rowell of Honeywell, thank you so much for giving us a little idea of what's going on, and I guess we deserve an ovation for all of this. Somebody had to slip the note in there.
Excellent.
Thank you so much. And you stay with AIN TV for much more coming from NBAA.